channel, I'm Nisi. Guys, today we are finally getting into the music videos for Reputation. If you are new here, I recently reacted to Reputation for the first time ever, okay? I know that is crazy and insane in the year of 2025, but I'm sorry, that's just my truth, okay? That is my reality from living under a rock. Reputation was certainly a unique experience. Unique experience, to be certain, appalling, shocking, concerning for everyone involved. And I'm sure that these music videos are going to be even more concerning for everyone involved. So I'm very, very excited actually to get into the visuals for these insane songs. No, but in all seriousness, you guys know that I really did enjoy the album. It was very fun album to listen to, and like I said, I just think that it's so interesting being able to look at her discography and see all these different shades of Taylor and having Reputation stick out as like the girl that was very different from all the others. The girl that like we got to see what Taylor is like when she is in her full empowered, emboldened state, and I just found that a very interesting experience to get into. So we'll be getting into the music videos today. We have 4 of them to get into. We're gonna be doing Ready For It, Endgame, Delicate, and Look What You Made Me Do. Where's Getaway Car? Can I ask that? Can I get an answer? Can I get a response? Where is Getaway Car? One of the greatest songs that you have on like that whole album and possibly in like your top in your discography. Where is Getaway Car? I truly don't understand. What was the point of you telling me that you left him at a motel and a bar and all that stuff and then you sped away and you were crying and dying down the street? What was the point of you telling me that? What's the point of you giving me that visual if you're not going to give me the visual? I feel betrayed. I feel disrespected. But aside from the Getaway music video, I'm excited for the rest of these visuals. So I say let's go ahead and just jump in, not waste any more time. But if you guys end up liking me and liking this reaction video by the end, I hope that you guys will consider hitting the subscribe button and sticking around because we still have so much more of this Taylor Swift journey that we have to do. First of all, we have to finish the Reputation era, which will include the Rep Tour, which by the time you guys see this, it'll actually already be up on my Patreon exclusively. So if you want to watch it, you can visit the link in the description. And Miss Americana, which we are also going to be reacting to in the very, very, very near future. And we still have to react to Debut and Lover. So all that stuff, guys, if you guys want to be a part of it, make sure that you stick around. All right, guys, since this is the first track on the album, I say it makes the most sense for us to just go ahead and start with Ready For It. I have no idea what to expect from this music video. I see that her name is written in graffiti and there's chains. All very, very concerning, but it gives kind of like the bad girl type of vibe that we've been experiencing in this album. I have no idea what to expect from the rest of it. None. So I'm very excited. I'm ready for it. Are you ready for it? Come on. Hey. All the graffiti has to be weak. Oh! Come on, Ice! Hey! The bodysuit! Hey! Come on, bodysuit! Walking down dark alley and lights down low. I love the dark like imagery and stuff. Oh! What? Are you ready for it? What are we getting ready for, Taylor? Hey! All very cool visually, like it's visually very cool, but what is happening? She's touching the barrier. Are you ready for it? She falls. Are you ready for it? Oh! Yeah, she's in like this huge box. Is she out the box? They connect? Oh! She was AI the whole time? did I just watch? What did I just experience just now? Okay, so we start off with like this bad Taylor, right? Let's try to break this down. We start off with this bad Taylor. She to me embodies what I would imagine that Taylor embodies in this era. Like this to me looks like Reputation Taylor. She's the bad girl in the bodysuit. She's like walking down this dark alley. And anyway, she walks up to this Taylor who is like, it's a Taylor, right? So it's another version of herself who is, she looks like a robot. Like you can tell, like it's giving robot in the nude. Like some sort of effects that make her look like nude almost. And then she just starts taking all these different sorts of transformations. One second, she's like this crazy robot with, you know, this like rocket launcher on her wrist, you know, and the next second she's like on this horse, and it's just like all these different transformations that she's taking. And it looks like she's in this big box, this like big box. So I don't know why. Like, is she being held captive? Is like, is she being experimented on? Is that why she's having like all these different changes and transformations, because the bad Taylor is like experimenting on her? I don't know. And then in the end, she starts taking this one, which is like, she's like, I don't know, she's levitating and she's got like stars all over her. And the other Taylor's kind of watching, looking almost like amazed. So like I'm saying, like maybe she's performing experiments on her. I don't know. And she looks like amazed at like this last transformation. It's interesting because she's holding her like captive or something. But then the bad Taylor tries to make like contact with her, and it looks like the other one also wants to make contact, and then she just turns on her and like breaks out the box and then like shreds the other Taylor to like pieces, and basically just like busts out the box and just, I don't know, I guess kills her. I guess she killed her, broke out the box and just escaped. I'm trying to figure out what it means.
Are you ready for it?
And then she has the blue eyes at the end. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. We're starting to... Okay, so like I said a million times, I feel like this album is like Taylor transforming into another version of herself. You know, I talked about how, you know, it's like a self-defense mechanism, that when you feel like you're being attacked by a bunch of people, that when you feel like you're being betrayed, when you feel like you are like public enemy number one, something happens where you feel like you have to develop a hardened shell. You feel like you have to become a more stronger, more powerful version of yourself in order to be able to defend yourself against all these things that are happening to you. In order for you to be able to become a bigger version of yourself so that other people find you to be more threatening. And maybe that's why she was experimenting on her. Like maybe the bad Taylor that we saw that she was fake, right? At the end, she was literally just like a robot or whatever. Maybe this bad version of Taylor was trying to train the real Taylor to become more bad like her, you know, like to become like her. She had those blue eyes at first, and she's trying to like train this Taylor to be bad, and she goes through all these different types of like transformations and things, and then in the end she does become that state. She becomes the more emboldened, the badder, you know, Taylor. She becomes more threatening, more dangerous, and that's how she's able to break out the box. And she literally ends up killing the trainer. She ends up like killing the girl who did the experiments, and then she becomes her, because she gets the blue eyes at the end. And then it's like, let the games begin, let the games begin. And you see like all these men or whoever is like running up to her, almost like trying to like attack her or contain her. And she's just like, you can't stop her. She's just like sitting here and she's like convulsing and like sending out all these different like lightning bolts. And like they can't touch her, which is what I was saying. Like that's what you do. That's what we were talking about when we did the album reaction. What animals do, literally, they transform to become this more powerful version of themselves, a more threatening type of version, so that the predators can't get to them anymore. And it's almost like what she did. They were running after her, trying to like contain her or whatever. She's like, you can't touch me. You can't touch me now, because now I'm this big bad version of myself. I don't know, guys. I have no idea if I at all on the dot at all, but to me, like as soon as I saw those blue eyes, it kind of made me feel like, oh, she just became her. And then like the end, she looks amazed when she's doing like the blue starry type of transformation there. And then it's almost like she wanted to connect with her in that moment. Like, I don't know, like think about the scientist who made Frankenstein or whatever, like wanting to connect with what she created in that moment. But then like Taylor was so big and bad, she said F that. And she like killed her. But I don't know, guys. Let me know down in the comments if I am onto it in any sort of way. I literally just got it from like the blue eyes, and then to me everything else kind of started falling into place. I don't know. No clue. But when I just think about what Ready For It means and what the album of Reputation means, to me that's all I can think of as to how that would make sense in my mind. I did like that music video. I'm just confused. I like the visuals. I think that was really cool, like the technology type of look, the AI type of look. You know, it reminds me of like the Bad Blood music video. That to me was cool if I could know what it's about. We're gonna move on to Endgame. You guys know that this is not my favorite song to ever exist, but I would be very interested to see what a music video is like with Taylor, Ed Sheeran, and Future. Like that sounds interesting to me. Again, when we first reacted to the album, I didn't know why Future was there. I didn't know why Future was listed as a feature on a Taylor song. And after listening to the song, I still don't know. I still have no clue. Some people said that it's because he also had a bad reputation at the time. Sure. Sure. But we're going to get into this music video, guys. I'm actually extremely intrigued by this. Taylor Swift.
I wanna be your end game. I wanna be your first string.
These visuals are like really pretty.
I wanna be your end game.
Endgame. Big reputation. Oh. Whoa. Hey, flip it over. This is just money. This is literally just money. Taylor, throw it back. Come on.
You so dope, don't overdose. I'm so stoked.
Hey.
I'm on the cheap side.
Look at like the futuristic type of look. Look at the car.
That's what they like. You love it, I love it too, cause you my type. You hold me down and I protect you with my life.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. I thought he said I got like a bad reputation, or I got like that bad type of persona. That's what they like. And Taylor looks at him like, Taylor, you better stop. You better stop. She looks at him like, I do. Girl, please.
Just another
This part I like.
I don't wanna see. I don't wanna miss you.
I don't wanna miss you.
Like the other girls do.
Hey.
I don't wanna hurt you. I just wanna be drinking on the beach with you. I know what they all say.
Hey.
I wanna be your A-team. I wanna be your endgame.
Hey.
Knew it when I was young. We connected when we were a little bit older. Both sprung.
Come on.
Shoes and chips on both of my shoulders. Reputation precedes me. And rumors I'm knee deep. The truth is it's easier to ignore it. Believe me. The way you
Come
do
on,
it,
Taylor.
all my flaws, paranoia,
Get
and
next up.
insecurity.
Come on.
I've made mistakes and made some choices that's hard to deny. After the storm, something was born on the 4th of July. Our past days are the fun. This end game is the one with full words on the tip of my tongue. I'll never say.
I don't wanna touch you. I don't wanna be.
She looks so good.
Me. I know what they all say. Yeah. But I ain't tryna play.
Yeah. She's having the time of her life.
I wanna be your first string. Big reputation. Big reputation.
Hey, cheers.
Oh, you and me, we got big reputations. And you heard about me.
Ooh.
I got some big enemies. Big reputation.
Hey.
Big reputation. Yeah. We tried to forget it, but we just
Come on.
and die. Bury hatchets, but I keep out to where I put 'em. Reputation.
This is so shocking to me.
Crazy, I swear I don't love the drama. It loves me, and I can't let you go. Your handprints on my soul.
Hey.
Your eyes are like birds, like your body's gold. You've been calling my bluff on all my usual tricks, so here's the truth from my red lips. I wanna be
Say, girl. Endgame. Guys, I can't lie. If there was some like deep meaning in there, I did not catch it. It just looks to me like she's hanging out and having the time of her life. She starts off with like Future, which is so funny to me because I'm like, she starts off with Future, and then the second half of the video, she's like with Ed. And when she's with Ed, to me, it just makes so much sense. I'm like, I could see y'all two going out and having a foolish time together one night. I could totally see that. I'm like, what would you and Future do? Taylor, Explain that to me. If you and Future actually had to spend a night together on the town, what would y'all do? The two of you? Do what exactly? You see how when she's with Ed, I'm like, this is natural. This looks right. This makes sense. But yeah, guys, I didn't catch any like super deep meaning in this, but you guys can let me know. I know how Taylor is with like her Easter eggs. There's probably Easter eggs all over this video and I just like didn't catch them. Also, guys, I was not actually there when, you know, this Reputation era was happening. I know things about it. You guys have given me a foundation as to some of the things that were going on back then, but I wasn't actually present to catch all the details and things. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot of Easter eggs in these videos about that time that I'm just not going to catch. It just seems like she was just out on the town, just like having fun. I love the visuals. Like I said, the visuals match like the first video as well. Just this kind of like futuristic type of vibe to it, and like the city and the lights, it's like dark, but like the neon lights and stuff like that. I think that the visuals were really cool. This video just looked like money to me. Yacht, fast cars. I enjoyed watching Taylor get effed up. I enjoyed she was drinking and she was getting effed up. I enjoyed watching her bending over. I'm like, girl, where's that going? Love that. Anyways, guys, let me know if there's something in this video that I missed. I'm going to have to watch all these again, like on my own time or when I'm editing. Let's see what Delicate looks like as a visual, guys. I'm very excited for this because I really, really do like this song. So I'm very excited to see what it looks like as a music video. Let's do this. Delicate.
Listen for the best. My reputation's never been worse.
She's so pretty.
Just like me for me. We can't make any promises now. Can
She's a star.
But you can make me dream.
Paper.
Dive bar on the east side, where you at?
All right, sir.
Dang.
Dang.
Look at you. Oh damn, never seen that color blue. Just think of the fun things we could do.
Oh wow. That's exhausting. The fake smile.
We can't make any promises now. Can we?
I'm dead, girl.
But you can make me dream.
That is insane to me.
Is it cool that I said all that? Is it chill that you're in my head? Cause I know that it's delicate. Is it cool that I said all that? Is it too soon to do this yet? Cause I know that it's delicate.
So she's invisible.
Isn't
I don't know why she's invisible, but the paper that she had was like sparkling as if like the paper is like magic in some sort of way. So the paper did it to her. Gotta be some sort of like nose. This is definitely contradictory, right?
Third floor on the west side, me and you. Handsome, near a mansion with
Oh, all right.
touch you like I do. Night, your hands up in my hair. Echoes of your footsteps on the stairs.
Taylor!
Me, I don't wanna share.
We went from everyone like harassing her to her being able to be like invisible and do whatever she wants. Like, look at this.
Any promises now can we be? But you can make me dream.
She's so dorky.
Is it cool that I said all that? Is it chill that you're in my
Just
head?
give it, shake it
'Cause I
off.
know that it's delicate. Is
That's
it
cool,
that
though.
I said all that? Is it too soon to do this yet?
Come on, girl. I love her. She's such, I don't even have the words.
Isn't it delicate? Sometimes I wonder
Wow.
when you sleep. Are you ever dreaming of me? Is it
It's like contemporary dancing.
Is it chill that you're
Come on, dancing in the rain.
'Cause I know
We know she's always talking about dancing in the rain. We know what rain symbolizes to her. Hey,
Is it too soon to do this yet? 'Cause I know that it's delicate.
that looks really fun to like film. Hey,
Is it chill that you're in my head?
get it.
'Cause I know that it's delicate. Isn't it?
Oh,
Is it cool that I said all that?
well, come on now,
Is it too
girl.
soon to do this yet?
I'll take a crack.
'Cause I know that it's delicate. Isn't it delicate?
Wait, that ended so fast. Wait, so the note was like the notes someone asking her to like meet her there. That's interesting because like we know that this song is about her new relationship, right? So like let's just pretend that like let's just say it was Joe who wrote her that letter and like asked her to go there. And you know, when she first gets to the hotel, she's on this red carpet. There's a bunch of cameras flashing around her and things. And it seems like she's not having the greatest time. Like she, you know, is being harassed by the freaking bellboy. You've got like the security that she's walking with. She's like takes some steps back and she kind of just realizes like, oh my God, like my every step has to be monitored. My every step has to be watched and followed. Like I have no freedom or independency. And she seemed like she was annoyed by it. And, you know, she was looking in the mirror. She was like practicing like fake smiles and things, like practicing for the camera, like be on, because she always has to like be on all the time. And then suddenly the note starts sparkling and then she becomes invisible. Like no one can see her. And so she's just going around doing all these things, which I feel like is kind of like the Shake It Off vibe. Like I said, of her intentionally trying to like look super goofy and just like be herself and to be able to just let herself free and like be free and almost like she's always gonna be in the public eye. It's not like, I know that she's relating this to real life, but in real life she can't just magically disappear the way that she did in this video. So she can never magically disappear, but he makes her feel like she doesn't have to care about what other people think. He makes her, and I know their relationship was like private too, so that probably helped. Like having like a relationship that's a bit more private and maybe being able to kind of like step away from the public eye a little bit as much as she was, but just like having someone who makes you feel like you are free and open to just like be yourself, you know, and just like regardless of what anyone else says, what anyone else thinks. Someone that just allows you to just be free. This music video is like really fun. It's really fun. It's really interesting. Just like getting that note from the beginning, and then it seems like as soon as she becomes invisible, like the whole time, she's just sort of slowly making her way to him, slowly making her way to that bar. One scene that I did find to be really interesting is this scene, like where she thinks that this woman is smiling at her, and then she ends up seeing that actually she was just looking in the mirror, and then she looks disappointed. That I did find to be interesting, because it seems like the rest of the time when she realizes, oh my gosh, I'm invisible, she seems really happy about it and she seems like really free to just like be herself and things. But in that moment, she was like looking at this woman and the woman did not notice her, but she was actually sad about it. So that was interesting. And maybe it's because she felt like this woman was just smiling at her. Like she wasn't fawning over her. She wasn't asking for a photograph. She wasn't, you know, trying to hound her. She wasn't a security guard who was trying to like, you know, who's always like in your privacy and in your private space. Like she was just a woman just smiling. And maybe like Taylor for a moment felt like, oh, this is a genuine connection. Like this isn't, you know, something that is like obsessive. It's just a little genuine moment. And that moment wasn't real. So maybe, you know, this kind of is like exploring her relationship with the public and the way that like lots of times it's just very overwhelming. It's very over consuming. It's very obsessive. But like she appreciates just genuine, simple connection, like the genuine, healthy connection with people. And that made her sad when that person actually wasn't connecting with her. So that to me was very interesting. You guys let me know your thoughts down below, what you guys think. I really, really like this music video. I don't know why, just like seeing her, like it just reminds me how like cute Taylor is. I don't know. I love her, the way that she's just like dancing and just like looking insane, and the way that this was released to the public in a music video, I just think it's funny. I just think that she's just so goofy and just so funny, which endears me to her, and I just really like when I get to see her have moments like these. I really, really liked this music video. Look What You Made Me Do. All right, this one I've been the most concerned by. The most concerned, because Look What You Made Me Do could go many different places. Many, many, many different places. It is literally about Taylor becoming this hardened version of herself. Like this is like the epitome of the album. This is her becoming this different person. This is her being like, all y'all have effed with me for too long. and I'm about to become this new me. The old me's dead. So this is scary to me. So here we go. Are you guys ready? I'm ready. Let's do this. What are these bodies? Oh, this starts so creepy. TS. I said bodies and it was a cemetery. Here lies Taylor Swift's reputation.
I don't like your little games. Don't
Nope.
like
No. No. Guys. All right. I'm sorry. I was shocked for a moment.
I don't like your little games. Don't like your tilted stage.
Oh!
But I
Oh!
don't like your perfect crime. How you laugh when you lie. You said the gun was mine. Isn't cool.
Come on!
Like you. But I got smarter, I got harder in the nick of
Well, this is
time.
money.
I rose up
The
on
snakes. All the snakes, right?
Gonna check it twice.
Is that tea?
Oh, look what you
Spill the
made
tea,
me
girl!
do. Look what you made me do. Look what you just made me do. Look what you just made me do.
Made us crash the
Look
car.
what you made me do. Look what you made me do. Look what you just made me do. Look
The
what
hair?
you just made me do. I don't like your kingdom.
Guys, this is a lot.
Through a feast. The world moves on another day, another drama. But not for me, not for me. All I think about is karma.
Oh my God.
Moves on, but one thing's for sure. Maybe I got mine, but you'll all get yours. But I got smarter, I got harder in the nick of time.
Guys, what is happening?
From the dead, I do it all the times. I got a list of names.
Her girl squad. Come on, curly short hair.
Look what you just made me do. Look what you made me do. Look what you made me do.
Come on, formation.
Look
Come
what
on,
you just
guys.
made me do. Look what you just made me do. I don't trust nobody and nobody trusts me. Be
Guys.
the actress starring in your bad dreams. I don't trust nobody and nobody trusts me.
Oh my
Be the
God.
actress starring in your bad dreams. I don't trust nobody and
The
nobody
tip,
trusts
nothing
me.
you belong with me.
I'll be
No,
the
no.
actress starring in your bad dreams.
No, don't you dare. Nothing you belong with me. No.
The old Taylor can't come to the phone right now. Why? Oh,
The fearless.
dead.
Look what you made me do.
No. What is happening in this video? Not my you belong with me Taylor getting kicked in the face. All she wanted was to be loved. All she wanted was to get the guy. All she wanted was to be loved. Why did y'all kick her in the face like that? Guys, there is a lot happening. There's a lot happening, and I just know that I'm not gonna understand half of this. I just know. I've already picked up on some things that I feel like we can talk about at the end. We'll go through the scenes, and I will like discuss some things that I think that I've noticed. But I just want to tell you how insane that I think this is, how appalled I am, and how disrespected I feel.
Look what you just made me do.
The body's giving though, that's crazy, and the hair I love. I live for it.
Look what you just made
Come
me
on,
do.
Taylor!
You just made me do.
Wait a minute, that was real choreo. Wait a minute.
Look what you made me do. Look what
This
you
was
made
no, I
me
make it up
do.
as I go. This
Look
was
what you
real
just made
choreo.
me do. Look what you just made me do.
With knives.
Look what you made me do. Look what you made me do.
Oh
Look
my
what you
God.
just made me do. Look what you just made me do.
You guys! Stop making that surprise face. It's so annoying. Yeah, you can't possibly be that surprised all the time. What's with
Oh,
that bitch? Don't call me that. Y'all,
I
stop
knew it!
acting like you're all nice. You are so fake. Oh, there she goes, playing the victim again.
no!
What are you doing? Getting receipts? You're gonna edit this later.
I would very much like to be excluded from this narrative.
She said getting receipts, gonna edit this later. Oh my God. The receipts. receipts. They always come with their receipts, their fabricated receipts. Not at the end. Her obviously like shading herself using other people's criticisms. Not them calling Fearless Taylor fake. No, guys, I feel disrespected. I feel like I need to fight and defend myself. Let us go back to the beginning, shall we? I'm hot. I'm so hot. Okay, we're going back to the beginning when I said that these were bodies and it turned out to be a cemetery, all right? We're going to go back there. Her reputation was buried, right? And then we had this moment. It took a while for it to register, but I didn't notice it until the last scene where like all the different Taylors were standing in a line. But this is like the out of the woods, right? This was like out of the woods. I remember when she first crawled out of the grave, like something about it reminded me of the out of the woods, because in the out of the woods she was kind of doing like that creepy crawly type of situation. But this is like actually the dress from Out of the Woods. So there's that. She's referencing her old self so many times in this, which we know why, because the old Taylor is dead. We have a new Taylor now. Her just sitting like in these jewels. I don't know necessarily what that means. I don't know if it's just a flex. I don't know if it's like a rich flex. But her just like sitting in all these jewels. The gun, she, you know, said that like you said that the gun was mine. Sure, whatever the heck. She's sitting here. She's surrounded by snakes, right? Snakes is definitely kind of like a theme of like reputation or whatever. Because people were being snaky towards her. And then people were also basically trying to call her a snake. So she's covered with like snake jewelry and stuff like that, but she also has a bunch of snakes that are slithering around her, which is like, yes, like they're making her out to be the snake, so she's wearing snakes, but also like they're all around her, as in people who used to be literally a part of her life turned into snakes. And then like there's like this tea, there's like something like pours her tea or whatever, which I also think is like cool, because I'm like, tea, you know, like the tea, the gossip, all that. I kind of feel like it may have like nodded towards that as well. The car crash, I don't know exactly what that means or exactly what that's referencing. And she's holding a Grammy. And she's got this like hair that is like insane to me, because she usually doesn't, you know, like she usually doesn't change her hair that drastically. Look at that. Look at she still got the bang, but it's like a crazy type of bang, you know, which is like crazy to me. But she's sitting in there with a Grammy as she crashes her car. Again, don't really know what that means, guys. I'm not going to pick up on all this stuff, but you guys can let me know what that means. Then she's like in a cage too. I imagine at this time must have felt very like isolating, right? Like very, very isolating. Having all these people turn their back on you, being public enemy number one, you know, so she's just kind of like caged up there. Then she has this scene that I am extremely perplexed by. She's like in this safe and they're like stealing money. I don't know what that means. I don't know if this is like a reference to like her career in a certain type of way, like people stealing money, like maybe people stealing money from her, not sure. And then there's like her girl squad or whatever. Guys, there's a lot happening in this. I'm not completely sure exactly what's going down here. This scene to me was crazy. This scene of her standing on top of all these past versions of herself. Almost as if like bury these past versions. These past versions are gone. They're in the past. I am the supreme version now. She's standing up there like she's the supreme version, which was insane to me. Look, you got the we're never ever getting back together Taylor, the fearless Taylor, and she's just like, all these Taylors are done. Y'all are done for. Y'all weren't enough. You know, as she just stands there like victoriously over herself. Crazy to me. We've already discussed this concept of her feeling like she needed to like become something else and like bury the old versions of her, but it's just so crazy to see her illustrated in that way. And then this last scene is still crazy to me.
Guys, stop making that surprise face. It's so annoying. Yeah, you can't possibly be that surprised all the time. What's with that bitch? Don't call me that. Y'all, oh, stop acting like you're all nice. You are so fake. Getting receipts. You're gonna edit this later.
I would very much like to be excluded from this narrative.
the things that like people will say about her, like probably like when she gets awards, you know, people saying you can't possibly be that surprised, or like when she's like, there she goes again playing the victim, and like all this stuff that people say about her. It is just so crazy to me to see this in this format. Like, it's just so... I really like this music video, guys. It's like really, really creative. It's so crazy to me for her to just like be playing herself in all these different roles. I know that there's a lot of Easter eggs in this. I am aware. I can just tell, I can just feel it. There's a lot of different things in there. I need you guys to help. I need you to help me. I did not understand all the things that happened at that point in time. So a lot of this is just going to go phew. But that was very insane to watch. Very, very insane, but entertaining. Thank you guys so much for being here to experience these music videos with me. Again, let me know down below things that I missed, extra context, what your thoughts are on these music videos. Which one of these music videos were your favorite? My favorite is going to have to be Look What You Made Me Do, probably. I just don't understand it. I don't understand it, but it probably is gonna be my favorite. Just because it's so insane. Like playing yourself in all of those roles, and something about it was so sad. Something about it is really, really sad. Seeing her just stand over all her old versions of herself. It's very sad. But Look What You Made Me Do is probably my favorite. I just need you guys to give me some extra context. But thank you guys so much for being here with me for all of these. Like I said, stay tuned for the rest of the Reputation era. Like I said, if you're seeing this right now, the Reputation tour is officially up and on my Patreon for you guys to watch. And we'll be getting into Miss Americana very soon. And like I said, stay tuned for the debut reaction and also the Lover reaction. All those things are coming. Very, very excited. We still have more of this trailer journey to get into, and I am so happy about it. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I will see you guys later. Love you guys. Bye.